Hey everybody, how are you? Thank you for stopping by my channel. My name is Laura and today I'm going to be cutting my bangs. So I've had a really short straight across bang for a few years now and I've just decided that I was going to grow them out just because, you know, I need a new look and I have no idea what I'm going to do. So right now my bangs just need to be trimmed up because they're not really flowing into my hair well. So I'm just going to share with you how I'm going to do a long straight across bang that's going to blend in with my layers at the side to give me a nice face framing look that I can wear kind of, you know, straight down like this, or I can push to the side, either or. Anyway, so get started. So what I'm going to do is the same thing I do for the bases of every time I cut bangs, is to make a little triangle out of the front of my bangs here. So I'm just going to make a small one from about here to here, doing like a little point back here. The further back you do it, the thicker your bang will be, and the closer up, the thinner it's going to be. So I don't really need a thick straight across bang because I'm going to be having it frame my face. So I'm just doing kind of a little thin one that I'm going to blend over. And I'm going to pull this straight down. And as you can see, I'm a little bit shorter here than I am over here because last time I cut my bangs, I had done a little bit of a side thing just so I could get a little volume here and going over. But I'm going to straighten it up and cut off these long guys right there. So I've already washed my hair and I blow dried it, and I'm doing this dry just because with a longer bang I just really want to see just exactly how it's going as I cut it versus having it wet and then drying it after. And what I'm going to do is just put my comb underneath my bangs here and just get them flowing nicely like this, making sure that all the little knots are out. And then with them right like this, up close to my face, I'm just going to lightly, with my scissors, cut up into them. Just like this. Really lightly and straight up into them like this. That way it's just going to lightly lighten them up. I'm not really taking a lot of length off very fast. And it's going to give them a nice, soft look. And I'll just kind of keep doing that until I get them where I want to be. And the higher up that I cut into them like this, the more it's going to thin them out. So if you have really thick bangs, you can choose to do this a lot. If you have a thin bang, I don't recommend doing it much at all. And you can see it's just a little bit still heavy over here. And that looks pretty nice. It's still a little bit longer, but that's okay because I'll be wearing them off to the side a little bit and straight. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to just go from the point on my triangle again, and I'm gonna go just a little bit wider, and I'm gonna pull some of these hairs out. Just a little bit wider from that same point. And now you see I have a new angle on my triangle here. And I'm not gonna pull this all straight forward, but I'm just going to leave this here like that, and I'm going to kind of do this again. But letting these fall, see the hairs are going from here? And they're not straight down, they're almost like falling where they would naturally with the center part, but they're kind of forward as well. And that's just going to make it so that they can kind of softly fall over my face and go off to the side. Lightly cutting into here. And see that when I push it off to the side, I'm getting more of an angle like this. Now I'll do that the same over here. On this side, because it was shorter and then longer, you can see here how I have like some long bits right there, and I'm just going to cut those off and try to match them up to this little point that I have here. Again, just to give me a little bit of a face frame there with the bangs. And if you see anything that's too square or too heavy, using that same technique of just lightly putting the scissors up into the hairs, you can lighten that up. And then I'll do this, grabbing the last little bit of hairs and just wearing all of my hair straight down from the part naturally, and then just editing any pieces that need to go. So see, when I pull this down here, these little hairs need to go here. I'll cut this off like this. Maybe a little bit more like this. You can just give them a little brush forward like that and see where they end up and cut them. Just a little bit like this. At this point it's all very soft. You don't want to be making any big cuts now. You should have already done them at the start. This was just little touch-ups just so that when it falls in front of your face here, it will frame it nicely. And the same, I'll go over on this side. And there's just a few little guys to cut here. And then just a few pieces that are remaining right there. And then you'll just check to see how even you are. It's a long guy. These are a little bit long here compared to the other side. Just looking for symmetry, but just small little cuts. Like this is just trimming from a haircut that I've already had. So there's not too much to do here. And there's hair all over my face. I think that looks pretty sweet. I can lighten this up by just softly cutting that there. There, okay. So that's it, there's my new straight across cool little bangs. It's not too much of a difference, but it does make it different than the styling. You can see this flows so much better there. This flows better here. It's kind of just opened up my face a little bit more here and here, which is pretty sweet. So anyway, thank you for watching this. Thank you. I put up new videos every Monday on styling my hair, stuff to do with dreads, my undercut, bangs, whatever I'm working on. So if you would please subscribe and then come back next week, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.